Aspen Fitness and Nutrition. Today's video is all about stretching for beginners. So if you have never had a flexibility program before, but you know the importance of stretching, this is the video for you. So one thing I want you guys to have is a rope or a belt, a towel, something that's going to act as the extension to our hands, but it's not stretchy. Okay, so I want you to find something like that, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to lie on your back, and you're going to hug your knees into your chest. Okay, so pull those knees into your chest, and you're just going to take nice deep breaths. So that's our first stretch. Nice deep breaths. You should feel the muscles of your lower back relax into the floor. Good. And as you take a couple of deep breaths here, you can go ahead and roll from side to side, massaging your lower back, or you can stay stationary in the center. It's absolutely your choice. Good. First thing we're going to do is stretch our hamstrings. So I want you to go ahead and take whatever you have as your extension to your hands, and I want you to place it on your forefoot. So just below those toes, and we're going to do a hamstring stretch. Now for a hamstring stretch, my knee is not locked out. There's a slight bend in my knee, and I'm gently pulling down through those toes. And just take nice deep breaths here. There should be no sharp pains when we stretch. Just nice deep breaths. Good. I want you to take your hand, opposite hand, grab on to that rope or strap. I want you to take your leg to the opposite side of your body. Now as I cross over the opposite side of my body, my arm is out to the side and I'm looking at my hand. Keeping that opposite shoulder on the floor. So just take some nice deep breaths. Should feel a stretch all the way through the outside into my glute area. Good. Come back to the center. Switch legs. Good. Placing it just below those toes on the forefoot. Keeping a slight bend in the knee. And a nice stretch. Good. Take some nice deep breaths. No sharp pains, only to your comfort level. Now you may find that one side is more flexible than the other, one side is tighter, and that's absolutely normal, and those things will even themselves out the more consistent you are with your flexibility program. Opposite hand grabs that strap. Take the strap to the opposite side of the body. You look towards the hand. Shoulder stays on the ground. You get a nice cross stretch. And you take some nice deep breaths. Good. Coming back to the center. You can set your rope to the sides. You may need it for the next one. You may not. I want you to cross your ankle over your thigh. As you cross your ankle over your thigh, I want you to grab behind that thigh. So grabbing between your legs and on the outside of the thigh, pulling the knees to the chest. Take deep breaths here. Now if you're having trouble reaching that thigh, go ahead and take your strap, pull it behind and pull it towards you. Okay, so you can use it again as extension to those hands. Just take some nice deep breaths. My head and neck stay relaxed. Good. Switch sides. Ankle over thigh. Grab behind that thigh. Pull it back. And breathe deeply. Remember, no sharp pains. Good. I want you to go ahead and release. Sit up slowly. Feet together. Hold on to your toes or your ankles. And I want you to lean forward at the waist, pressing down on your inner thighs with your elbows. You keep an eye on your toes. This just helps keep my spine in line, so I'm not leaning forward, but I'm keeping my chest up. and looking at your toes. Good, sitting up nice and tall. I want you to stretch one leg straight out in front. The other foot comes inside the thigh. Now we're going to stretch my hamstring again. So toes in a neutral position, so it's not pointed, it's not flexed, it's just hanging out in the middle. I want you to take a deep inhale, arms come up. And as you exhale, I want you to forward fold. Now as I forward fold, I'm leaning forward with my chest, not rounding my shoulders and my back. So I want you to think hinge forward at your hips and stay here. Now this could be your range of motion. You can reach for your toes, but I want you to keep that back straight, okay? So always compare yourself to you. Don't ever think I should be able to put my head flat down on my shin. That can absolutely be a goal, but with proper form. Good, coming back up, switching sides. So I tuck the opposite foot into the thigh, toes hanging out in neutral position, inhale up. Exhale, hinge forward. Hinge forward from those hips. Okay, so I may not go all the way to my toes. Okay, I can go all the way to my toes, but look at how my back rounds. Okay, I don't want that. So I want to keep everything straight and get a nice stretch in those hamstrings. Back of the legs. Good, sitting back up nice and tall. Cross your legs in front, however your legs are comfortable, they're going to find that comfortable position. Sitting tall, I want you to bring one arm out in front. Flat palm, pull that arm across your chest, look over the shoulder, drop the shoulder from the chin, and just breathe. Nice deep breaths. Good, switch sides. Arm is straight, flat palm. Pull underneath that arm, drop the shoulder from the chin as you look over that shoulder. And take some deep breaths. Good, coming back to the center. That was just a quick run through, some basic stretches that you can do after a workout. So know that stretching doesn't have to take a long time, but it's something that you should always make time for at the end of your workout. So thank you for joining me today, Aspen Fitness and Nutrition. Subscribe, like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any ideas of videos you would like to see, leave them in the comments.